Welcome to Attican Plays Farm Manager 2021. All right, hi, this is Attican and welcome to Series 2, Episode 2 of Farm Manager 2021, our fish farming scenario. Now, we have to produce a bunch of frozen carp and a bunch of frozen trout. And I want to take this opportunity to repeat something I said like this in Series 1. You have to read this carefully. It's a bunch of frozen carp. It is not a bunch of frozen organic carp. It is not a bunch of frozen organic trout. So we have to be careful with that because it'd be real easy. You kind of, once you get started doing the bio stuff, it's real easy to make that a habit and you just start hitting that all the time. So you're just kind of automatically saying use organic and go. And that won't work that great. Now let's just see where we are. We need to get some training going. We don't have any running right now. So let's see. I don't remember what we were doing last or where we were trying to go. I think we were working on cheaper buildings. Oh yeah, we've already got them down 20, down 10 and down 20. Why not make them down 30? Okay, we're gonna make our buildings cheaper and cheaper. All right, so we've got this beautiful little money-making machine right here that is doing us very proud. It's doing us estimated monthly budget of 1.4 million and an estimated annual profit of 17 million. Now, it's very interesting. I've done some experimentation with this, not enough to make any definitive statements, but the one thing I will say is if we put a slaughterhouse in here and started making the value add mutton, right? I think we would lose money. I think our budget would actually go down. And here's why. We would lose, like, let's say 4 sheep out of every pen. So we would go from 24 animals to 20 that are producing the sheep's milk and the wool. So our wool production's down, we're selling less. Our milk production's down, we're selling less. And we have the expense of putting the slaughterhouse in and a house and maintaining, upkeeping those 2 buildings and hiring 4 more people and paying their salaries and boosting them up to level 5. So we could have a great little slaughterhouse working here with all kinds of sheep to draw from, and we'd lose money. And it actually, I think it's even the same thing with the milk, although that one doesn't make as much sense to me. I think the milk, I would think the milk would make you more money. But we're not going to do either one. We're just going to leave it like this. Because that's 17 million a year is fine. We can work with that for now. So we're just staying in a simple sheep business. And the other thing I mentioned, I don't know how much I've talked about this, but the logistics, I don't know how many logistics to run. I have noticed that what they do, watch, let's run this, and we'll run it fast until a logistics truck decides to come out. And it seems like when you load, it slows down. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to pause it. Notice this carousel, and we've got this truck heading, looks like heading to her. Right? So if I run it on slower, see it has nothing in storage and it's on its way to her. There, now it has picked up manure. So it's basically picking up manure from her and delivering it. So it's got 47 manure. It's going to run over here, go to the manure shed or the manure pit and drop that off, and then it'll run back to logistics. So each one of these waits for an order and they go out and help somebody. Let's watch this second one here. The Olivia Clark. It won't let me click on her, but all right, she just picked that truck has picked up 47 wool from Olivia Clark and is taking it to the storage, and that's how they help. They kind of make runs for your workers. Now, you could imagine if we had more of these, even though we're paying, it only costs us $50 a month. It only costs us $50 a month, and we've got lots of situations here. See all that milk and wool, and look at that, 730 milk over here. These 2 people cannot keep up with that to keep it all moving. We could be selling that. So tell you, instead of building factories, I think we're going to put logistics buildings. Let's put one over here. And let's put one up here. Now let's go nuts. Let's put one up here. All right, so we're going to have 4 logistics buildings. So before that kicks over, let's remind ourselves what we're making. Estimated budget monthly, 1.4 million. Now let's let this run. This is a worthwhile experiment. Let's let this run and see if we do any better having those logistics buildings, because they only cost us $50 each, so $200 a month. Now, are they going to improve our throughput $200 a month worth? That's the question. So let's let this run for at least 4 or 5 days. Well, I don't want to waste too much time, but let's run through the 10th. Let's make it up to November 10th, and then we'll check our dollars at that point. And the reason I'm saying let it run a little bit, just let it get it going. Let it actually have an impact on things. And we can see his trucks are flying all over the place, so they're doing something. And what I'm thinking is every time they do something, that's something that employee now doesn't have to spend their time walking, and they can start doing something else. So let's let this go. Once this day ends, we'll do a little heat check. Okay. Budget. Estimated. Looks about the same, doesn't it? 1.402. Now, remember, these estimates are just what has to have happened in the very recent past or whatever. Maybe, even let's run it and sell this stuff off, do a sell and see if it changes anything. Once this big thing here sells, okay, now we've just done a sell. Let's go look at our money now. No, it's about the same. I can't say that we gained any ground from that. Can you? I really can't. It looks neat having all those trucks running around, but I can't say it gained us anything. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to carp and trout. Frozen carp, frozen trout. Now, how are we going to do this? I talked about flipping over and doing it down here, but nah, I want to buy some more land. I want to buy land, and then the question is, do we want to do it out here where we're kind of open and we don't have the road to deal with, or do we want to incorporate the road into our build? I think let's just do it along the road. So we'll go right over here. We'll buy this piece of land right here, and we're going to set up our fish industry. We know what the fish take, and if we look at what the fish eat, that all comes from a silo. So all we need is a house, a silo, and a warehouse. And the warehouse is where the fish are stored, and we've got the full setup. So I think what I want to do here is kind of set up these little, let's call them hyper efficient things. What I want to do, let's just play with this and see what kind of a design we can come up with. Let's put fish. Now, how long is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. So there's 7 across. 14. If we had a warehouse that 1, 2. If we had a warehouse and a silo and a house, like that, then we could surround this thing. I mean, we could go right against it like that, Oh, the nice thing, it actually lines up with one of these. So you could put another one. I mean, we could do this so many ways, but we could put one right there like that. Have a road like that. And I'm going to have to think about power before I get carried away here. This will do all of that. Okay. So, then if we had a fish, maybe right there, and we could run this road just to make it look pretty, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Oh, I gotta look at the power again. Got everything down here. We just need to get these guys. We can get them all from back here. Okay. Let's build that out. Okay, we got our house, and this is nice. When you get the money, you can build the whole thing because your house is going to come up first, and you can start recruiting. We want animal people. We got one. We'll wait till the 13th and recruit again. Oh, and we need our orders. We need to buy and sell the stuff. So before this gets done, let's put our trade orders. So fish eat rye. Now we know. Let's just double. We don't have anything for rye. We do have wheat, I think. Yeah, see, but it's the organic wheat. That's what we need for our sheep. So we're going to add a bunch of non-organic or normal, if you will, items here. So whoops. So rye, regular old rye, we'll buy 1,000, and just in case, I don't think we ever will, but in case we start growing it, we'll sell above that. Then our next one would be corn. Buy 1,000, sell above 30,000. Corn, soy. By the way, I must say, after you play this a bit, when you first start playing this, these symbols, the pictures, they just don't. When I first started playing, I was just confused constantly. I didn't know what I was looking at half the time. I'm getting so now, after playing it for a few hours, these things make sense to me. Like, I know that's lupine. I just know it. which makes a difference. It would surprise you what a difference that makes, that you can confidently look at these symbols and know what you're looking at. Fine. Now we got wheat. Sell above 30. And I think our last one's soy. No, I did soy. What am I missing? Ah, shoot. Let me look at the grains. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got them all. Okay. So let's add this. Let's sell this stuff. So we're going to sell carp. Regular old carp. Sell it if it's above 0. And we are going to sell frozen carp. Frozen regular carp. And that's enough for now for that. Well, and we might as well, we'll do the trout. Although I think the trout even eat different foods. So we'll sell the trout if we get above 0. And we'll sell the frozen trout if we get above 0. Okay, so animals. Animals. Ooh, we almost got them all. So let's go ahead and assign somebody here. We can hit Shift by, which is great. Thank you, Era. Can't even say your last name, but Era, thank you very. Well, I didn't can't say your first name. Era, Ara, whatever it is. Thank you so much. If you hit the Shift, see that he's buying 50. That's awesome. Now I got to make myself not hit that, but we still need to say use this food. Okay, and we've got our worker, and she's level 5. So let's get another worker here. Level 5. Shift left click and click that, and we're buying 50. And set up the food. And we'll just keep doing this. Actually, I'd rather these finished. And how many? Yeah, we need one more worker. One more aminals person. Okay. Beautiful. Now look how just hyper efficient that is. This is like the longest walk from the house to this, and that's a nothing walk. So everything is right there where you want it. We should be, let's just track that. Let's just take a look at, let's look at carp. And I'm going to add frozen carp. It won't be long before we're doing that. And we'll go ahead and throw trout up there too. I don't think it'll be too long before we're doing that. And frozen trout. Okay. Okay, that's beautiful. Now, let's just do this again. I like that. Let's do another one of those. We'll just do it just like this, right along the road. We'll do... 1, 2... road that connects them. A warehouse. Silo and a residence. And power. Did we get power? We need power probably out the back here would be best. And I may have to blow something up here. Well, that would work, right? It doesn't get that one. Shoot. I think what we'll have to do, if we blow this one up, and then put the power line right there where he gets all of them, and then connect it over there. Then we should be able to put this back, and then the power line scoots over. All right, good deal. Once the house finishes, we'll start recruiting. And we want animal people. Got another day, animal people. 3 good ones, need 2 more. Come on. How could that not have power? I thought we were so careful to get that. Oh, it's scooted. You know what? It scooted when this got built. That's why it doesn't have power. Well, shucks. So we'll put power right here. When this scooted over there, it got just far enough to cause this one to lose power. I'm not sure how many I need. I need another one. Okay. Oh, we can start setting them up. Assign. Shift by. And I'm just going to do that, and I'll be back when I get that done. Okay, there we have 2 what should be very efficient setups of. Ooh, oh, we got a fire right here. We'll call the fire department. And they've saved the day. We'll renovate the building, clean up the mess, and there we go. Now we've got 2 very efficient carp fish operations going. Now we need to make frozen carp. So why don't we just put, I think we can do enough to actually do 2 production facilities. Let's just find out. 2, we're going to put 1 here. We're going to put a warehouse right between them. we'll put a residence across the road, and we'll put another frozen food factory right here. So they're right next to a warehouse where they can get the fish that they need, and they can store what they create. And we need manufacturing people. Wow, that was a good batch right there. We got 5. Need 2 more, so 1 more day of recruiting. I did say 2 more. Yes, 2 more. Shoot. Still need 1 more. Oh, look at all these people. Oh man, I wish I had another house. Oh, I don't need them. Doesn't matter. Not for a while. Okay, these guys need power and people. Not surprising. Okay. I think another day passed. Oh, we've got them all. Okay. So here we're going to assign 4 of the folks. And we're going to set this thing to frozen carp. Right there. No, that's organic. Don't want that. There. Frozen carp. And they'll get it carp out of the warehouse and put frozen carp back into the warehouse. And that's trout. Frozen carp. Okay. It'll take a little bit to get some in there, but there, you see it's starting to load. They're both working, so now we've got a couple of factories producing frozen carp in a very, very efficient layout. Okay, so we're going to just, I like that. We're going to do that again with our trout. And I think like just keep on going down the road. Just do it like that. So let's buy some more land. Buy that chunk down here, and we'll do this again. And I think we'll even just go ahead down here and start just like we did with this. So I'll be back after I get this set up. I'm going to set up two things here with trout. Now they'll require different foods, so I'll set up the orders for that, and then throw in 2 frozen food factories for the trout, and we'll see how we're doing. And let's see if we're getting any. Yeah, see we're ticking that off. It takes a lot. So yeah, I'll be back. All right, so I've got the 2 trout setups. The big struggle was I kept hitting carp, so I kept buying carp and selling carp so I could put trout in. So now we want to get a couple of manufacturing plants in here, the frozen food, but a little tighter for space. We don't have this nice gap here like we had on this side. So It's okay though. I think we can put them, they probably will fit. Let's see, production. One. I don't know if they'll both fit or not. We'll find out. No, they won't. Will one fit here? It will not. Crap. Okay. We'll put them next to each other. They can go anywhere, really. We could. I mean, we could even run a big road down like this, and we can put them. That and like that, and we'll put a warehouse right across the road from them and give them power. Oh, and a house. No, it's the wrong kind of house. I got this one. That's the seasonal. We haven't even dealt with the seasonal yet. There we go. And we'll recruit manufacturing. So I'll get this set up and I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got these set up now. I've got them staffed. I leveled up the staff before I assigned them because I was waiting on production. And we want to make frozen trout. Yes. Frozen trout, okay. So everything is running beautifully in our new fish farming. And then the question becomes, could we do more? See, they've got a lot of fish still in there. I think we could add more plants. And they don't have to be near this. If one would, I don't think one would fit there. I want to have them real close to the warehouse. So let's put another one down here for the carp because it's got a bigger target. Production. Oh shoot, no. I don't want to do that. I would have to have a house. Maybe I could put one. If I'm going to build one, I want to build two. Or we can do honey or something. I know two won't fit there. One would fit. I could put a house here and put one down. Yeah, that'll work. Let's put one here and put one here. And then we need another house. Kind of in the middle between them. Oh, and up here I want to have a warehouse so that they don't have to go too far for their inputs and outputs. Other than this, the house walk is about the only thing they've got going against them. And we'll do one carp and one trout for now, and then we'll see when we get down to managing objectives. We might switch a trout over to carp or something if we have enough, if we're producing enough. And we can always produce more very, very, very easily. Higher. Okay, I'll be back after I get this set up. Okay, we'll do trout down here, and we'll do the carp up here. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can produce enough to keep 3 of each running. Looks like it. We're not getting any error messages. Yeah, we're doing fine. Now let's just see what does our budget look like now. Estimated monthly budget $2 million. Annual $25 million. That's better. Okay. So we're making money on the fishing. We're making money on our sheep, of course, and we got a bunch of. I mean, honestly, we can just do more. I could expand this. You know, just have a massive fish farm outfit going. Kind of duplicate this process. I like this little tight design where everything's close. You pay a little extra money for, you know, having more of the warehouses, but I think the efficiency of it's just great. In fact, I might even reconsider. Well, my next sheep one won't be this. It'll be something else, of course. Yeah, I'm not even sure you need much logistics support when you've got, you know, your warehouse is right next to your plant. Your warehouse and your ins and your outs are right there. Well, even at that, there's still some here. We could still put logistics out here. It would not hurt a thing. Now let's just do that. It won't fit that way, so let's turn it this way. One down here too. Let's go to the overhead and see what our farm looks like now. Well, it's simple, isn't it? We barely use this over here. Now I have to ask myself, am I tired of this? Now this is too slow. Let's get this done. I'd like to have I definitely want this to finish in the next year. It just seems like it'd be too slow to take more than, you know, the second year to get this done. Why don't we let's just keep going along the road. Let's just repeat the process. Over here. All right, I'm just going to keep doing that, and I don't think I'm going to do anything else to this scenario other than just keep expanding this. So we'll come back at the end and see how we did. All right, I'm back. I put in another unit out here, 2 units of carp, and put 2 carp frozen food factories here. And look what's happened to us again. I got to start watching this more closely. If we go here and look at our people and the overview, we've maxed out. And they have a spacing problem here, but we have 150 out of 150. So this research has to end before we can expand anymore, and that's okay because I'm kind of tired of it now. I'm ready for this one to end. Let's go to our house and get that overview. So here we go. So we've got our house, we've got our sheep business here that started us off. We've got carp here and here, and factories, and frozen food factories, and we've got trout and more factories, and another setup of carp here and more factories. And I'd probably, if I was inclined to do so, I'd run out here and put in maybe another trout outfit or whatever. It doesn't matter. And let's let this thing just run. And let's look at our budget now. Our monthly budget is about 2.3 million, and our annual is 28 million. So a reasonably profitable farm. And we're just going to stop right there, and I'm just going to let this run until it plays out. If one of these finishes before the other, probably the carp, since I've emphasized it, I'll switch over to trout with one or two of the factories to finish it off, or vice versa. So I'll be back. All right, we're back. We're about finished. The carp finished first, so there we go. We just finished. Now I'm going to pause it right there before it goes away to a screen or something. Let's do a quick tour of what we ended up with. We finished, by the way, in under a year, because we started in the spring of 2021 and it's still winter of 2022. So we finished in under a year. Pretty good, I think. We built a massive sheep farm down here, or outfit, where we could produce sheep's milk and wool and manure. Sold them all. And then we've expanded into fish farming. We've got these are trout, and these are carp, and we've got various frozen food industries scattered around. We could have put them all in one place, by the way. Would have been fine, and might have even been more efficient. Who knows? And we got some more carp here, and we've got these two are now doing trout because the carp had finished first, so I switched it over. But there we go, and let's just take a quick look at the money situation. Our estimated budget monthly is about 2.3 million, and annual is 28 million. So we've got a good profitable business. I think we did a little driving tour. We would see, if you're driving along here, you would see all kinds of sheep, a nice farmhouse, some industries, a whole bunch of fish, and on. So we built it intentionally along the road so everybody would be super impressed with how big we are. Interestingly enough, I ran into the staff limit again right out here as I was staffing the last two things I did. These two right here, you see there's only 3 in that one and 3 in that. I'm actually too short on staff because we once again hit the limit, and they need to fix that. It's 150 out of 150, so we've hit the limit, and we would have to, well, that's interesting, 150 out of 152. What in the world does that mean? That doesn't seem right. On our staff effect, it's right in the middle. I don't know what that means. I think this is probably inefficient, and these are probably efficient. I really liked how the fish turned out. I really did. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed playing it, and let me know in the likes and comments if you want this to continue and to see more Farm Manager 2021. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Farm Manager 2021 video. Thank you.